Fit the runner, boy, you niggas, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Let me do something real quick. It was something I forgot to do. This is an aggravating conversation that I'm about to have, and it's not for reasons that most would think. You know, as y'all know, I do pep talk, and there's a limit to things. How can I explain it? Well, simple. I think there's a place for men and women to be at. There's a place that we need to remain in. And that's not actually what this is. This has gone kind of viral in the other atmosphere. I don't know if y'all want to call it red pill or manosphere, whatever you want to call it. I'm neither. I'm LDBC. I know this. And this is a different approach to it. I'll discuss my personal feelings about men and women participating in sports. That's something for my other channel, but that's really not where I'm going with this situation. Y'all know where I'm going. Y'all know where I'm going with this situation. Let's do this roll call real quick. Y'all know where I'm going with this. I saw a lot of the brothers talking about this. Their approach is different, but they don't watch boxing like how we watch boxing. My approach is different. And y'all know what I'm about to talk about. Y'all know. G. McCall, Sam Mack Boxing, Rick Blackwell, MP.
What the fuck?
Salute. Curtis Price, Rod Neal, Stormy B-Man, Joseph Wiggins, Chris Chandler, Skinny Too Litty, Mikey Morales. What's good? DJ 7, what's going on? Coach Amos. For real, what's going on? Yeah, yeah, exactly, Coach. The response made it worse. And all right, we're gonna go through it. Anwar Willis, Coach 67, Marcus Walls, D Free in the building. DS, True Boxing Night, Tay D, General Africa, MJ Total Health and Wellness, Copper Aborigines, my brother, salute. LV, what's going on? Edgar Chavez in the building, Mrs. Shelton, James Doon, CT Fatboy, Shamar, what's going on? Rod Neal, DP Rocker. All right, smash the like button, y'all. Tim TV. If I miss you, just know that I love you, man. So once again, we have another aggravating situation, and we're gonna explain what's going on. This is what she put up. I've never been KO'd in 17 years, and I've been dropped 2 times, all in a week from each other. I have no shame in that, but for a male fighter to literally take the padding out of his gloves, he's a punk. Him and Coach Derek Santos are bad for the sport. Now, listen, Marco, what's going on?
Hop in.
Now, listen. The fact that I don't agree with you know, men and women doing live sparring, and you know, she set the world on fire because you know it's like the perfect storm. She's been sparring dudes all her life, according to her. I ain't got no beef with that. But in this temperature right now, because there seems to be like a man versus women thing online, and you know, women putting men on blast and men putting women on blast. There's like a war going on. And I get it. And then this came around, and now this clip is viral everywhere. And the men are talking about, see, this is why women should be in there with men. She was also saying, yo, I beat Keith Thurman ass. And I'm like, you know, pump your brakes. Stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. With that's a whole other conversation. What I'm talking about is what she said here. That's what I'm talking about. What she said right here. All right. This I don't appreciate. And if what she said is solid, all right. That dude, I'm gonna play what she said. I'm gonna play her telling the story. But that dude right here, I'm telling you straight up and down, this dude right here, if he did what's alleged, and I don't even know why he would release the video. If he did that, dogs.
I know why.
You know why?
Yeah, attention.
Right. Attention. That's why he released it.
Yeah. Well, why else?
He's releasing it, but he took the padding out his gloves.
Oh, he didn't release that. He just released him dropping her. He didn't realize that part would come out. He just thought people were going to see him knock down Shields.
I understand he's retired. He's retired, right?
Yep.
So what the fuck would you release that for if you retired?
Well, when fighters retire, just like any sport, you start missing everything, the attention, the adrenaline rush, all that. So they start doing things to make up for that, you know.
All right, so why didn't he run the video back when Rolly knocked him out and stopped him? Run that back.
Well, that makes him look bad. He wants to put something that's going to make him look good.
So make him look good against Claressa Shields?
I don't agree with it. I'm just saying that was probably his mentality. Like, oh, here's me knocking out, you know, one of the greatest fighters, you know, around. Even though it's a female fighter, it's still one of the greatest fighters. That's what I'm assuming. But who knows? Who knows what was in his mind? That's the only thing I could think of is attention, and it's showing him in a dominant light.
Okay, now here's a double-edged sword. The quote, you know, she's saying, hey man, you know, I fight dudes. I'm like, okay. She called out Keith Thurman. I said, pause, baby. I fucks with you, but in a real fight, Keith will beat your ass. That's a man. I don't care what anyone says. All right.
She doesn't believe that. She literally told me that.
Yeah, well, listen, she's entitled to believe what she wants to believe. And like I said, her saying that set off a bit of a firestorm in another community. But that's really not what this show is about.
What, the gay community?
No. There's, like I said, there's a rift. There's a man versus woman war here.
For boxing?
No, and you got to go to my other channel to get just what I'm saying. It's like, you know, in this knockdown that I'm about to play, there's a lot of people saying, see, a woman needs to stay out of males of a sport that involves men.
I mean, and the knockdown wasn't even that bad. Like, she wasn't out cold.
No, she wasn't. She wasn't. But I understand both sides. I get it. But again, that's not what I'm focusing on this show.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah,
what I want to focus on is these allegations of this motherfucker taking padding out his gloves.
Well, I mean, look, yeah, if men and women are sparring, that's regardless of what you may think of it or I may think of it, that's up to them to do it, right? To get in there and do it. They want to do it.
Up to them.
If it's consensual, it's like I'm not into, you know, bestiality, but not bestiality. That's a bad example. But I'm not into like freaky shit. But if it's consensual, then do whatever you like. But you're ripping padding out of your gloves.
That's something different, man. That's something else.
That's something different. That's not consensual. That's what's his face? The hell was his name? The Puerto Rican fighter who did it to that white girl.
You talking about assault in the ring?
Furpo, not Furpo. The hell was his name?
No.
Resto, Louis Resto.
Louis Resto, who was up here in the Bronx for a little bit. I actually saw him a few years ago.
Louis Resto, so when he pulled the padding out of his gloves or whatever, Panama Lewis did it, he was charged afterwards with assault.
Felony assault, yeah.
Right. So then it becomes literally you're breaking the law. You're assaulting somebody because now if the person knew it and said, sure, take your padding out, then it's fine. But when you do it on the down low, now you're assaulting him. So this dude technically assaulted her.
Yeah.
And a woman. He assaulted a woman because as much as man, woman, whatever with all that now, with all the equality, but there's still a law. There's assault, right? There's assaulting a woman. Isn't that worse legally than assaulting another man?
Yeah. And see, again, for him to post that with her, of all people, you can't tell me, he can't tell us that he's had other sparring sessions where that's on video where he was dominated. He can't tell us, he can't pull up a highlight video of him winning something in the ring. You mean to tell me the best win that he had in his career over anyone under the limelight or in the gym was against a woman? Claressa Shields, that's the best you can do?
And he's bigger than her. Like, he's bigger.
He's a man. He's a man. He's bigger and he's a fucking man. And this was crazy. This is how you know that it really grounded his gears, because she said, well, I'm gonna let her tell it. She said she whooped his ass prior to that.
She probably did.
She probably did. And the reason why I believe is because why is this video popping up now of him dominating? Well, not dominating, just her getting knocked down, and he didn't even sleep her.
Well, from what I understand, I think he released it for what he's saying because she talked too much. He was saying how she beat his ass, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, oh, yeah? Is this you beating my ass? I think that's why he did it.
Yo, bro, listen, man. Listen. I've had women say all kinds of weird shit about me. He's this, he's that, he's this, he's that. But the men know the truth. You know why? I don't fuck with her no more. And she's been talking all month long. And she mad. That's it. Woman scorn, let her talk. Man, get the fuck out of here. Rod Neal in that super chat salute. He said, I don't approve Buddy clout chasing, but Claressa emotional rants have helped blow this up. Yeah, true.
Well, she's very reactive. And I'm not. She's very reactive. Like, somebody says something, she's gonna defend herself. She's gonna engage in it. But that might be a part of why she's so popular too.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't agree. I don't agree. Listen, man. That y'all notice I didn't talk about the Keith Thurman thing because I didn't agree with it. I said, man, you know what? I know Keith it's become it was a joke to me, but she was serious. And I said, man, if Keith have a full camp, get in the ring with her, he gonna mop the floor with her. Please don't get it confused. That's still Keith Thurman.
Yeah, I mean, she told me she wants to fight Jake Paul. You think Jake Paul? You think she could beat Jake Paul?
No. No. No, man. No. We gotta stop. We got see. I don't want to make this show about that. I want to talk about this dude's gloves. See this conversation, I'm gonna have on my other channel. Okay. And I got love for Claressa. I got love, but I don't even want to see her in the ring with Jake fucking Paul. That's a man. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, she got head movement. She got power. That's a man.
But how great would it be if she beat Jake Paul? Oh, that'd be beautiful.
That'd be funny as hell.
That'd be beautiful.
But I wouldn't even want that.
Yeah.
All lumped up and getting thrown around the fucking ring. And I'm like, man, come on, stop. You remember when they actually said Ronda Rousey would beat Floyd Mayweather? They were actually running with that. I'm like, stop. Y'all gotta stop now.
That's the MMA dudes. They get so gassed up. They do. MMA gets really gassed up.
Listen, God intervened on that because I sensed Dana White trying to push that. Her next fight after she won the SP, next fight she got KO'd, kicked to the head, and it was over. Her whole career was over. She couldn't win shit after that.
But I'm telling you, man, MMA dudes get like the second there's any inkling of them doing well, they could beat any boxer in history. They jump on that quick, and they can't. Like we can't beat them in the cage. They can't beat us in the ring, for the most part.
Yeah.
You know, of course,
It's apples and oranges, man.
Yeah.
So that was a whole clout chase, but I don't want to make this that. I want to talk about this dude cheating in the ring, because if what she alleges is true, if he had to do that, use a mark, dude, and stay the fuck over there in Russia. Don't ever come back here, because to me that's attempted murder. Todd French in that super chat, he said she has never lied before and has always been straightforward. Let's not act like these things don't happen. Clear his throat. Fury. Hashtag facts. Hashtag salute. Absolutely. And this is why I'm doing the show this morning, because I don't want to focus on the what ifs and the Jake Paul. I want to focus on she said this dude cheated. And make sure, let me pin this link. Salute to Stormy B-Man. He says, Stormy B-Man's boxing raps covered my view on Shields. Check, the pad removal is different. There you go. Let me pin this.
Didn't he say that Roberto Duran gave him the gloves or some shit?
He did. He sure did. How the hell do I can't pin this? God damn it. Ooh. Hold on. There you go. All right. I'll do it later. That's the link. Y'all click on that link. Stormy B-Man covered this. Oh my gosh, man.
What's up, Jeff Spark? Queens.
Tommy Bundle said, Claressa said, I'll never lose to anybody white. Here we go.
Oh shit.
Here we go. Marco, you see? I'm gonna leave that right there. Here we go.
Did she really said that?
Did she? I don't know.
I don't believe that. I want to see a clip of her saying that. I don't believe that.
You about to talk to her soon, right?
I'm trying, yeah.
Yeah, well, you asked
so,
her.
I don't believe she said that. I think I know some fighters have said that in the past.
Hey Tommy, post while you do it, while you're doing that. All right, send me another super chat, right? And get the quote. Post the link where she says it. That's what you do.
I was gonna say I know some fighters have said that, but I feel like they don't really believe it. It's more to hype fights. Because anybody who's been boxing knows that all colors can fight. All colors suck too, don't get me wrong, but all can fight. So I don't believe any real fighter would say some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen all kinds of Indians.
B-Hop said it.
Right, but that was to build the fight. I don't think he believed it. That's
B-Hop said it in.
So did Darrell.
Joe Smith, when Joe Smith sent him skydiving.
Right. But my point is, like, there's a difference between saying something and meaning it. I don't think they meant it. But, you know, because when you're in the game enough, man, I've seen Indians, Asians, all kinds of guys, like, just whoop people's asses. It doesn't matter what. None of that matters.
Oh, my God. Look at this dude's face. I mean, these troll accounts are something different. The OG Mr. Mont. Yeah, Tommy Bundles. Make sure you send that link. The OG Mr. Martin, that super chat, much love. He says, I'm a fan of Claressa, but this is just her insinuating that the only reason it happened is because he removed the padding, regardless of how trash dude is or what or was, he's still a man. Then there's that. That's what I'm saying. These are allegations. Now, Claressa's not she hasn't lied to us. I mean, she believes she could beat up men. She says she's done it. Okay.
Probably has.
But these pattern allegations, I take very serious. I take it very serious. J. Timo, salute. Yep. Yeah, so I take it very serious. So
I will say, though, the padding thing, it doesn't produce knockdowns more so than just lumps your face up and fucks you up. That's one thing.
Hold on, Marco. Unblock Tommy Bundles. Unblock him. And I want him to send the link where Claressa's quoted saying that she'll never lose to a white person. Marco, this goes to show you that the racists watch me. They'll just be hanging out, and when they feel they have something to...
So you think this dude's just trying to troll?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. You know how I know? I'll tell you right now. 266 views, right? 138 concurrent viewers. And I got how many likes? 84 likes. So I legitimately have 50 trolls watching me.
Oh, so anybody who's not liking.
Yeah, they just sitting there.
Sometimes I forget to like the shit.
This Drew Titan, what he gonna say this morning? Yeah, I can't stand Drew Titan. Oh my god. Look at his muscles. Oh my god. He got to be on steroids. But that AJ, his legs, he looked like he could really lay it down in the bedroom, I'll tell you.
Ew.
Yeah, that's what they said. Wait, hold on, Marco. Let me show you something. This is the type of shit they sent BFTB. Okay? This is them. See that? Yeah.
He emailed them that?
Yo, some dude emailed BFTB that shit. I'm not kidding.
They're trying to get a rise out of him. I don't think. You think they really?
But do Americans even play like this? You draw the line at the penis jokes. I would never type this and send this to another man. Ever. You know, I'd be like, yo, get off my dick, or yo, you a homo, why you following me? Why you following? Look, there's your champion. Come on, dogs. Look at that. I would never take a picture like that, but that's natural to him. That's second nature to him. He can't help it.
You think he's really gay?
I think so. But that's just me. Whatever it is what it is. It is. You know, that's just.
I was just talking to somebody about AJ and how his career is like, what a huge turnaround in his career. Like from where he was perceived, let's say 2-3 years ago to now.
And who perceived him that way?
I won't front. I thought he was gonna, like in the beginning, like before. I won't front. I thought he could be something too, because you see how big he was. He was knocking people out. So I wasn't sure, but I had like, oh, this guy might be something. So it surprised me slightly.
Marketing scheme.
But I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right, Mr. Shelter. Okay, so Jimmy Bundles, who's an American homo, he was on another channel harassing one of our brothers. He dropped $2 just to say that. So he's getting his rocks off on watching this white Russian, right? Now get this. That came from an American account, and he's watching this white Russian who allegedly cheated get off on knocking down a black woman.
How can you tell if he's American or British?
Because the super chat came in American dollars. It didn't come in pounds or whatever CA is. It tells you in
that. Oh,
yeah, you can tell. So this white American sees more value in this white Russian knocking down not only a black person but a woman. And he sent $2 to say that, something that he can't back up. When did Claressa say she'll never lose to a white person? I don't know if she said it, but I asked y'all to unblock him so he could post a link.
Yeah,
he can't, but he sent $2 to say that. He sent $2 and said, Marco, this is what we deal with. I just want you to see. Stormy B Man back in that super chat. He said, I address Shields' position towards men and possibly why, not the pad removal. That is something different. In my opinion, that's criminal. Absolutely.
Well, it is criminal.
Yeah, it's definitely criminal.
Just is.
It's definitely criminal. Definitely. Yeah. So I'm gonna show y'all, for those of you that didn't see the knockdown, I'm gonna show it. And I cringe knowing that what Claressa said. She was like, yeah, this nigga took the pattern out of his glove. Playboy plays in that super chat. Much love. He said, salute Drew and Marco, man. Salute to you, good brother. Much love and appreciation. Much love, brother. Hell yeah. And we got Corey McGowan in that super chat. Much love and appreciation, bro. Cassandra, salute. All right, man. Salute to you, Corey, man. Much love and appreciation, man. Let's go to the alleged assault in the ring. This is it. Textbook counter left hand.
Yes. Oh.
Textbook. It was textbook.
Actually, it's kind of like slightly like Caleb Plant when he went down and came up. Well.
Now, let me say this. I want you guys to understand it. Southern Pete, what's good, brother? Sparky Pete, what's up? If I miss you in the chat, know that I love you. Pete, what up? Now, I want y'all to understand this. Imagine if that was Keith Thurman. See? You see what I'm saying? Let's say that was Keith Thurman and she gets up off the floor. What do you think is going to happen after that? Seriously, man? All right, so there's my argument for that. Please. We love Claressa. I've been around a lot of chicks that they weren't gay, but they just hung around the fellas. They weren't gay. They just hung around the fellas, and they start, our testosterone will rub off on them. They drank 40s with us back in the day. It's like whatever, man. And they would feel themselves. When we saw roughhousing and playing, they try and slap box with us. I'm like, all right, stop playing, and then you got to rag them up a little bit. You used to do that in the street, Mark? You know, just slap box with your friends and shit?
I did a lot, and then once I started actually boxing, I stopped because it would get to the point where, you know, dudes would always get serious, especially when you're hitting them.
You see shit different. You
always get serious.
Yeah.
But
now, I grew up slap boxing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I had to tone it down because of what I knew.
Yeah.
You know, all of that, you know, the 50 block shit is cool, but, you know, when you're in the gym and you're learning real shit, you see shit different.
Right.
And it's like bing, bing, bing. They're like, oh shit. It's like, no. It's real over here. Stop.
Yeah. That was some shit I stopped. As soon as I started actually boxing, I stopped. No, and nobody wanted to slap box me at that point. But when I'm like 12, 11, 12, 13, right before I started boxing, you do it all the time.
Man, that's all we did. And we had a couple of girls around the way that they behaved like boys. And when they would do that with the fellas, after a while, we just be like, yo, you need, all right, chill. And then when you literally had to pick them up off the ground and be like, yo, stop, relax, man. And it's like at any point, if shit did get real, you had to let them know if it got real, you can't win. You will literally fling you somewhere. I told the story all the time about this little Puerto Rican kid I went to high school with. He wasn't even 5 feet tall, man. And this black chick was actually from the UK. And she came over here and she was like about 5'11" and she was overweight. And something happened to her in the classroom and the class laughed at her and she honed in on him. Man. If I see you at the bus stop, and he was like, what? Everybody's laughing. Why you bothering me?
Boxing, please.
And she and her friends kept egging it on, and we were like, stop, chill, leave him alone, stop. Got to the bus stop, chill, leave him alone, stop. She's taking off her fucking coat and slamming it, making a scene. Yeah, and she's walking up to the fucking, and he's at the bus stop looking at her, and he told his friend, you better go get her. Now, shorty was like about 6 feet tall. I'm not exaggerating. She was overweight, black chick, black British chick. She was like British, but her parents were Jamaican, but they lived in the UK, and then they moved over here.
In the Bronx?
And all the girls were egging it on, and we was like, stop. The girls were pushing us out the way. No, let her go. I'm like, yo, she went over there and grabbed him, and he turned into the Tasmanian devil. He tuned her up. He punched her in the face, dragged her on the floor, and all she could do was get in the fetal position. He's kicking her in the face, kicking her in the ass, hitting her in the ribs. He was moving around her so fast. Beat her ass, and it went from get out of her way to get him off her. And I was like, no, you do it. And when he was done, he tightened up his tie. The bus pulled up. He picked up his bag and got on the bus and left. And she got up. Her makeup and her eyelash was falling off her face. And she was like, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I told you to stop. And then it went from them egging it on to, why didn't y'all stop him? No.
Right.
Y'all did this.
Yeah.
Next day, we in the prison, everyone in the principal office. What happened? We tried to tell her to leave him alone. Well, he's a boy. Look at her. Look at him. Everybody was laughing at her. She tried to bully him, and he kicked her ass.
Yeah. Now there's a
That's
certain
what
point.
happened.
Yeah, there's a certain point if the woman's a lot bigger than the dude, then he has to defend himself.
This chick was like 280 pounds. I'm not exaggerating.
Damn.
I'm not exaggerating. I have it in my yearbook. I'm gonna take a picture of her and I'm gonna send it to you today.
I want to see it. Yo, you ever watch the show Mob Wives from like 7-8 years ago?
Nah.
It's about a bunch of women who are either married to or related to mobsters, and they all live on Staten Island.
Oh, I heard of it.
One of them called Drita was like that. She wanted to fight everybody. She was like she wasn't gay, but she had that real like dude like vibe to her, just like
you know, women like that. I just say they've never been punched in their goddamn face hard enough for them to make them snap out of it. Oh, that's a dude.
Mm.
Well, I forget her name. Damn, my yearbook's out here. They in storage. I'm gonna get you the picture though. I'm gonna show you her. And I'm gonna show you the dude too. In the year picture, the class picture, he's the littlest dude in the school. He was like, I think he might have had a growing problem. But when we came to school the next day, we was like, bro, you all right? He was like, man, look, I can't even horseplay with y'all guys, but I ain't getting beat up by no girl. That's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
He beat the shit out of her. Fast.
Yeah.
And that was the end of that. And all of a sudden, oh, you let a man beat up a girl. We was like, shut up, man. We was trying to fucking stop that shit before it got started. And y'all pushed us out the way. We was like, all right. Now, the OG Mr. Martin in the Strong House, for 2 years strong, my brother, he said a man could have been dropped by that shot exactly, which is why that Keith Thurman shit, I just told y'all. That's one reason why I don't want her in the ring with a male fighter. She got caught in exchange against a pro fighter who got knocked out by fucking Romero. Now, if that was Keith Thurman and she had got up, Keith finishes her. And that's all I'm saying. That's why I don't want that. But that's not what this is about. I want to talk about the cheating allegations. Let me go back to, of course, I got to call fair use on this. Because she did an interview with Fight Hype, and we're gonna walk it down.
You did an interview recently?
Yeah, this was the last thing she did with it has a lot to do with Rolly and everything else, because she got some shit going on with Rolly too.
Claressa, Rolly said like, I don't want no beef or something, right?
Something. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't, because whenever she starts talking about male fighters, I kind of like tune out, because I'm like, come on, sis, stop, man. All right. So, fair use. Let's see what she got to say.
Everybody talk. So not everybody, but I sparred against a guy back in 2018. I sparred this guy twice. I sparred him and Harold. What's Harold's last name? I think Harold Cameron. The same day. Okay, now because I'm about to go.
She sparred Cameron, y'all.
Killer Cam.
Dip set.
Head, and because I like to talk about things and get the thing straight. I pieced this dude up on a Monday, probably a Tuesday. Then, and I'm talking about whooped him. Okay, so then as we fast forward, his coach called my coach on Tuesday, like, "Hey, we want to spar again on Thursday." I'm like, "Okay, whatever, cool." Y'all, this is back in 2018, a week before I fought against Hannah Gabriels. I have been pro for a year. I've been sparring against men my entire life, still do. This dude decides that he's so mad that I embarrassed him and whooped his ass. This dude named Arthur, I don't even know his last name, but he's a Russian, and they don't have no respect for no women. But he was so mad that I embarrassed him that him and his coach decided to put him on some gloves that had very little to zero padding in it. I don't have to lie on him.
Now, that's when my antennas went up. Not so much as the sparring and everything else that happened. but my antennas went up when the cheating allegations. I don't like cheating in boxing. Really, 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 really don't.
Oh. Tommy
All
Bumbles is that.
Tommy, just post the link, dude. Just post the link, dude. What are you talking? All right, yeah, all right, whatever, man. He says he met Mr. Shelton on Cornhub. You know what he's trying to say. Never mind that. What the fuck are you doing on Cornhub in the big black cock section?
What's Cornhub? Oh, they just can't say porn?
Yeah. No, he can go ahead. You go ahead and type in Tommy Bundles. But Marco, this is the shit that we deal with.
Yeah.
You see that? But Tommy, I'll give you 10 minutes to post the link to where Claressa says, hey, a white boy never beat me. But keep being insecure. This American man sees more value in a Russian cheating an American fighter. This is what we talk about. But let me get to this super chat real quick. Dapper Don's in that super chat. He says, even one of the GOAT former women tennis players, Serena Williams, said she couldn't beat the lowest ranked male tennis player. Feminists are delusional. Yup. And you see, Marco, this is the conversation that I have to have on the other channel.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Serena did say that. And she understands. And I know Claressa's somewhere else mentally. I get it. I grew up with women just like her. But hell no, I don't want her in the ring with no goddamn Jake Paul. Hell no, I don't want her in the ring with no Keith Thurman. That's worse. No, but we're talking about the cheating allegations. The cheating allegations. All right? It's ridiculous, man. So, yeah, let's go back to what she says. Fair use.
I don't gotta lie on him, because for what? Who are you? What do you do? So let's continue to move forward. I sparred against him about like the second or third round. You feel me? He done caught me with a hook. Boom. Dropped me. I'm like, what the hell? So I get dropped. I get up. Now, mind you, the reason why this day is so stuck in my head and so valid is because I've only been dropped 2 times out of my entire life since I've been boxing. Ever. I've sparred against multiple men, girls of different sizes, everything. So let's move forward. So boom, after I sparred this dude 4 rounds, he knocked me down the 3rd. I got back up, finished the round, went 1 more round with him, and then he sparred against Harold. I actually went 4 rounds with Harold, and then Harold got in with him, the dude Arthur, and sparred him 4 rounds. So boom. Why he sparring Harold? Because I'm still sitting there puzzled, like, damn, how I get dropped by this little dude who 140 something? Okay. How I get dropped by this little dude who 140 something? It was puzzling because I spar against guys that's usually bigger. And I've never even been dropped by them. So Harold said to him 2nd round, when he sparred him, he said, man, something ain't right with your gloves. What's going on? The dude Arthur pretends he don't know how to speak English. He like, what? So Harold finished sparring with him. I sat around the ring. I said, you know what? Let me go up and give dude his respects. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm finna check dude gloves. I walk up to him, boom, I shake his hand. I'm like, thanks for the work. I grab his glove. I'm like, what the hell? Like, shocked as hell.
So she's saying she felt the glove.
Right.
She felt the glove. And she felt that there was no pattern in it. That's what she says. Hey, hold on a minute. Andrew 100, salute. Hey, Tommy. Your time's up. All right. Your time's up. We're not here to play games. We're not here to play racist games. All right. Tommy Bundles, if you're MAGA too, and you're rooting for a Russian, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. But you draw the line when it's a black person. We're not American. We're less than. So here's what I need all of my wrenches to do right now. All right? I need all of my wrenches, with the exception of Mr. Shelton. Listen carefully. I need all of my wrenches just to time Tommy out. And then when that's done, Mr. Shelton, you block him. That's how we move. All wrenches, time Tommy bundles out. He's getting stomped out right now. And then Mr. Shelton with the icing on the cake, you block him. We ain't got time to play here. We ain't got time to play games here, man. We ain't got time to play games here. Time him out to oblivion. Mr. Shelton, icing on the cake. All my wrenches, all right? Beat the shit out of him. Mr. Shelton, take your wrench, the biggest one. I'm talking about the big wrenches that you got to use on the Mack trucks, and end them. We ain't got time to play games here. I'm talking about cheating in the goddamn sport. Now, she's saying that she felt the glove. Now, I will admit, if she had just said, I got dropped and his gloves was bad, that's suspect. But now she's saying that she felt the glove. That's different. Now, what do you think, Marco?
About what?
About what she's saying. Because, like, she got dropped, and then I heard, okay, the gloves are bad. But in this video, she's saying she felt it. Do you believe it or not?
I mean, why would she lie? Because she's embarrassed she got dropped? That's the only reason she'd lie, right?
That's allegedly, yeah.
The only thing I'll say about gloves, I was saying this before, is gloves without padding don't tend to land more concussive blows where they'll drop you. They tend to cut you, lump you up more.
Right.
But I don't think she's lying. I mean, I just don't. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think she's lying.
Me neither. I believe her.
Yeah, like, why would she? She could be just embarrassed and lying, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think so.
I don't think so. And to me, the fact that she said she felt it, that's what's making me believe her. That's what's making me believe her. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't, look, I already disagree with her saying that she wants to fight these pro fighters. I disagree with that. I'm with you on that. I'm talking about this situation as it pertains to her getting dropped. And then she said she felt the glove. She said another fighter sparred this guy, Arthur, and he said, yo, something ain't right with his gloves. Then she said she went to go feel the gloves herself and felt the violation. This is what she's saying. And she had, to me, she has no reason to lie about this. All right, fair use. Let's see what else she has to say.
I grab his glove. I take it off. I'm like, ain't no pattern in here. I call over my Coach John. Coach John, come over here. Coach John.
Hey, can you get a hold of Coach John?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I don't even know who Coach John is.
Well, when you speak to her, ask her, because I would love to talk to him about the situation also, because she has witnesses. You know what I'm saying? She has witnesses. So I think that'll be imperative for, to stand on this case.
Right.
Fair use.
Come over there. He grabbed the gloves. He like, man, he look at Coach Derek like, man, what the hell? Then Harold came over there like, man, I knew something was going on, because Harold said in there when he was sparring with him, like, bro, you wasn't punching like that on Monday when we all just sparred. Dude still acting like he don't speak English. Okay. So now I'm grabbing the gloves. I'm like, dude, why the hell would you spar me and take the pattern out your gloves? That's when I realized that these niggas be really hurt when a female get off on them. But that's a lesson learned, because now whenever I spar, I be checking niggas' gloves. You feel me? I ain't never done that a day in my life. I grew up sparring some of the biggest hitters up in Flint, Detroit. I don't like this dude, so he finna get up off of here. There you go, because now, mind you, I was getting ready to fight against Hannah Gables for a fight. So I'm not finna go all off and let the whole world know on my social media that I done got dropped by this dude who cheated and took the pattern out his gloves. I'm not finna go on, you feel me? I'm not about to go telling everybody that, because I didn't want my opponent yes, my opponent to know that, okay, boom, she got dropped with a left hook. So when I fight her, I'm going to hit her with a left hook. Shut up! So when
Oh shit! Oh man!
That was funny.
Oh man! Those kids would run you rampant. David
That's
Banner
not, I
says,
don't think she doesn't have kids though, so it's like nieces
"No,
and
those
nephews.
got to be like relatives. Those be the David Banner says the gloves look fine in the footage. I'm sure if padding had been out, you would see it. I couldn't tell from that. I can't tell from the angle it was. I can't tell.
Could have been an old pair of gloves that just had a lot less padding. You know what I mean?
Well, I think she covers that. Let's see. Fair use. I think she speaks on that. Let's see.
I fight her, she gonna try to hit me with a hook. Now, everybody knows that the fight with Hannah Gabriels, I got dropped first round. I got dropped twice, all in the same week, and I was all right with that because the thing is this. I'm all right with being dropped by anybody, female, male, transgender, whatever. But when somebody got to cheat against,
What's
So I
wrong?
gotta
You
go
don't like the transgender?
Female, male, transgender.
She's being
God
politically correct, Drew.
Oh my God. All right, I'm just gonna go mosey on past that. Fair use.
against me like he did, for sure, I'm never going to forget that. And Derek Santos, the coach, tried to take the gloves and hide them in the bag.
Oh,
So, and then the thing is, why do I have to keep a video a secret if you just so big and bad? This dude want to post this video 5 years later after he done got knocked out by Rollies. And then he don't even box no more. He gets knocked out one time and now he don't box no more. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
wow.
niggas really don't be trying to check up on me, and now everybody like, oh, she got dropped because that's their manpower. First of all, I'm gonna keep sparring against men just like I have been. It's not gonna bother me. It still don't bother me. And he wants some attention. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it to him. But now, let me speak on how these other niggas is weird. Rollies, who I'm actually cool with, who I thought I was cool with, he comes to my inbox last night up on Instagram, and he like, hey, dang, I seen, he like, it's crazy how I knocked that dude out for you, but you be hating on me.
Okay, so now she's getting into the Rolly thing. You know, I didn't know that. I just thought this. Yo.
What?
What?
Wait, what the fuck is this? Is that real?
Yeah, that's the dude that well, the saying ain't real, but that's the dude that was swimming and he wasn't even like top 100 in men swimming. Got out of bed one morning and said, hey, I'm a woman. Jumped in the water, right? And not only did he compete against women, but he came in first place and put the world record out of reach by like 15 seconds.
He's not gay. He just did it to have a record.
No, he's a fairy, but he identifies as a woman. And there he is on ESPN, and he won and set world records. That's a man. One of the worst swimmers amongst the athletes, identified as a woman, and not only did he beat all the top, I think this was collegiate, or was it Olympic trials or something? Not only did he beat those women, but he put the world record out of place by like 15 seconds. And he's the worst male swimmer.
I should, at 47 years old, go into women's boxing and just be undisputed at 3 different weight classes.
You can do it, man.
Right now, I'll
do
it.
Do it.
Right now.
You can do it. Yeah, right now, you can do it.
Fuck it.
Nigga said, I won the women's swim race fair and square, and if they don't like it, they can suck my dick. Yo! And look at Shorty standing there with the goddamn, look at her face.
She's
Look
like,
at her face, like, God damn, what the hell? Yo,
like,
listen, man. This is where we are.
It is.
This is where we are. You know, this is great. Shower, salute, sis. This is where we are. This is where we are. Listen, if y'all got daughters or nieces and they're about to compete, like in any like physical contact, and then you look across the mat, or you looking at her track meet and you look at some little boy and you know it's a little boy, unless it's Brock Lesnar's daughter. Have you seen her?
Nah.
Holy shit. She looks like him. Big neck and everything, but it's a girl because she's a little girl. But holy shit, man. I said, oh my God. That looked like Brock Lesnar. And I looked, I swiped, I said, it is Brock Lesnar. Wait a minute, that's his daughter? Holy cow. It was crazy. But God damn it, if she's competing, I got next. If it's competing, I got next. Don't play games with me. Because now you're playing games with women's lives. OG Mr. Mom back in that super chat. He said, I don't know if she lying or not, but I can tell you why she would. Not only is she the best female fighter alive, she one of the most arrogant fighters alive, male or female. She just embarrassed, in my opinion. Well, you know, that's why we're having this conversation.
Possible. It's just,
the
problem is saying that you also, like, if it's not true, then I feel like you're disrespecting her and what she goes through. But if it is true, you know, it's hard to tell. But it's such a brazen, like, that's a fucked up thing to just accuse somebody of doing if they didn't really do it.
It is. It's a fucked up thing. And this ain't the first time she told that story, though. It's just that dude just recently released the video of the knockdown. And I said, oh, this is the guy. And I'm like, it is a sucker move. Me personally, if Shorty's talking spicy about, look. I can ignore a woman. Like, I've ignored women like, yo, please just talk over there. Because at the end of the day, you ever heard like a bunch of chickens in like a farm? That's what I hear. It's like, it's like, all right, okay, all right. Yeah, you win, bitch. Go somewhere. You're lesser than me. God took my rib and made you. Don't get mad that genetically I'm superior. I'm smarter, I'm bigger, I'm faster, and I can pee standing up straight out. All right? Go away. It's called penis envy. All right? You know, I could roast all day, but get out of here. You know, but maybe she is embarrassed.
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Mark, he could have a point. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to, basically, it's up to opinion. It's up to opinion. Is she lying? I don't know. But I get triggered when the cheating allegations come about. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I get triggered by that. And maybe that's just me. Ultraman in that super chat. What's up, good brother? How you feel, man? Good to see you, man. Much love and appreciation to you. Thank you. So I look, we just hearing her case. Fair use. So now she talking about Rolly.
He said that I knocked that dude out for you, but you be hating on me. First of all, Rolly, with your clown ass, the fact that you think that I'm hating on you, let me go ahead and tell you something. Bitch, don't flatter yourself.
Oh.
Period. Ain't nobody hating on you. You just lost to a 40-year-old man and they gave you the fucking decision for the belt. You cannot compare to me up in no type of way. So, shut your weak ass up. Then I'm like, how am I hating on you because I said that Shakur better than you? He like, either you like punchers or you like people who slick. I said, no, I like people that can do both, like me and Shakur. Rolly, you only have power. You strong as hell. Congratulations. But Rolly, you cannot box. If you got in the ring with me, you and your hard-ass punches would not be able to hit me. So you and your one world title can get the fuck out of my inbox.
Okay.
Now, yeah. Okay.
Okay. So now, all right, first of all.
I gotta be honest, like, Rolly, while he's outside the ring, he's, you know, whatever he is. Inside the ring, I think he's a little underrated. I think Rolly is better than people give him credit for. But the size difference between him and Claressa would be, it'd be rough for her.
Look, Rolly. Look, I know I make fun of Rolly or whatever, but we all know, we heard Rolly talk. Rolly's a special case. All right. Thank God he has talent where he can make millions of dollars boxing. That's what I say. God puts us in positions to do different things. I wouldn't trust Rolly to give me an order of French fries at a fast food joint. I wouldn't. So Rolly's blessed that he's an athlete and he's made millions, and hopefully the people that he works with are doing right by him so he can have money that he can rest on when he hangs the gloves up. That's what I hope for Rolly. Now, what it sounds like here is, I don't know why he would jump in her inbox and say exactly that. I knocked that guy out for you or whatever. Maybe he can't articulate himself. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he meant to say, yo, don't worry, bro. I got that dude out of there for you. You know, but you know, we know that Claressa has big pride. Big pride. So now she's ripping on Rolly.
Rolly's not as dumb as people think he is. I was talking with him, and he's not that dumb. I'm telling you, I think a lot of what he does is planned. I think a lot of it's somewhat of an act. Not fully.
God bless him. It's funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like, I was talking to him, he was like, yo, like, you know, he's like, I know that I say things that go viral, and like he was like, he's not as dumb as he looks like. So him talking to her, yeah, I didn't mean to make it sound like that, but him talking to her like that, I think is carefully placed. Like, oh, now my name's gonna come up with this, and people are gonna keep talking about me. He's placing himself in more talk and more, you know, news.
Yeah.
That's why I think he did it. That's because he knew how she is. She'll right off and start talking about him, and now we're talking about him.
Yeah, because she could have ignored him.
Yeah,
and she's a match.
She's very reactive.
Yeah,
she is. She's reactionary as hell. She is. I mean, my issue with her, like I said, man, maybe he did. I don't know. I didn't touch the gloves, so I'm not gonna say it's a yes or no. I don't have confirmation on it. She's not helping herself with all that. She can beat up male boxers. She needs to shut up. You know, I'm just tired of that. You're gonna Rolly will knock you the fuck out. That's what will happen. Rolly will knock you the fuck out. Quit early in the first round. You can't last with Rolly's one of the worst boxers and one of the worst male boxers, and he will knock you out in the early first part of the first round. You can't beat a male boxer. You thinking that you spar with Earl Spence Jr. Earl Spence Jr. wasn't hitting you that goddamn hard. He not trying to fucking take you out.
Hey, Callie,
Earl will feel bad. Come on, man.
She said she sparred with a lot of dudes. I mean, and again, I got love for Claressa, man.
Right.
But what's to say that those dudes that she fought with was like low key taking it light on her?
Well, generally, from my experience, we usually like when I sparred girls, I would go light. Like you go a little light.
Yeah.
That's generally what happens.
That's exactly what happens. Yeah.
But she could tell the story the other way around. She could say, well, that's how it's supposed to happen, but when they feel what I'm putting on them, they step it up. I'm sure that's what she would say.
Look, I like what Coach Amber said. These men are working with you. They're not trying to take your head off. Now, why is she in there she's talking about it like y'all went in there and it was life or death and I beat the shit out of him. Now, again, I wasn't there. Maybe it was life and death in this, because, you know, I've seen sparring get a little live. I've seen it. I've seen people get dropped in sparring. I've seen people get knocked unconscious in sparring. But I'm not there. But what I'm saying is, again, and this has to carry on to my other channel. I don't like the fact that she can call out all the men she wants. She could do it. But the promoter that signs for her to fight, a Jake Paul, a Logan Paul, a Keith Thurman, that motherfucker should get put in jail. Because if those men go live on her, she can't even beat Jake Paul. He knows just enough.
No, Jake Paul would knock her the fuck out. So would KSI. KSI would too.
Who?
KSI would too.
Who's that?
KSI would knock her out.
Listen, I met Claressa in Vegas. She's a small woman. Well, she's a woman, man.
What is she?
I know.
How tall? Like 5'7"?
She's shorter than that, man.
Yeah.
To me, I walked right up on her. She was at when you walk in the MGM, you know there's a store right there, and I didn't want to walk up on her while she was at the cashier, obviously. When she walked up, I said, yo, whoa. She turned around, real cool. She smelled great. She smelled great. And her physique is phenomenal. And she's very friendly. But I don't like, she got a lot of masculine energy, man. And I get it.
Yeah, she does, bro.
And
she's in a boxing gym. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah, but she needs to tone it down with this men shit. Now, we're talking about the gloves. The part that I'm focused in on is that she said she felt the glove, and she had another fighter that was there that said something was wrong. So I would love to hear from who she said the guy was, Coach James or something.
Yeah, she should go get him. She should go get him,
and
then he could verify that and vouch for her. At that point, now she has a case. But this nonsense, she been on this whole she can beat men, thinking she could beat Keith Thurman with fucking cold cock you. I mean, come on, man. It don't make any sense. Like, what does Keith Thurman get out of that? What will Rolly get out of fighting you? When they knock you out, they gonna look bad.
Does she beat Paulie Maggs?
Nah, Paulie was sleeper, and he got pillow fist.
I don't know about sleeper.
He said he got Claressa on points.
No. I know we like to joke and stuff like that, but I have to be realistic. I wouldn't want Claressa in there with any man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want her in there. I want her to understand that this is what I respect about so you know we talk about the Williams sisters, right, in tennis.
Yeah.
They asked Serena. They said, so you know, you hit hard, you're great. You think you could probably beat a man? She said, no, I can't. I'm a girl. I said, I understand. I said, I need to play against women. I said they're much stronger than us. They hit much harder. They can get to balls that we can't get to. It's not the same. It's like she said, it's like two different sports. She understands there's a difference between the male and the female. The just pure out physical strength, the bone structure, the bone density. It's not. We're not the same. We're not the same physically. There's a massive difference between us and women. And the fact, but I understand that she would like to prove herself, but I'm sorry, you don't have the genetics to be able to deal with men. Men are different. A man would actually literally, a man could kill her by punching her. That's reality.
Exactly. And like it or not, Jake Paul hits hard enough to knock a grown man out. Like it or not, like him or not. And that's just what it is. Genetically, then women are not built to do what we do, and that's all I'm saying. So I don't know who. Listen, I don't know. I can't confirm this or not, but I'm willing to bet the men that she sparred. If you pull them to the side, we're like, yo, come on. They're like, yo, bro, come on. Yeah, I wasn't trying to kill her. You know what I'm saying? I just let her get her punches off, and I ran off. You know, please. I wasn't even hurt, but I'm helping her get ready for a goddamn fight. What I'm gonna do? Knock her ass out? And maybe this Russian dude, was in his feelings because he probably did get tapped up the day before. But he was probably, and that's another thing. Did she spar him first, or did she spar him after he was sparring 5 other guys? And by the time she got in the ring with him, he was tired. I don't know. But we're talking about. But
you see how easy that was, though? I'm not trying to be like, to me, I wouldn't even put that out, man. That looked bad on him, though. You know what I'm saying?
It does. He look like a pussy for that. He does.
Yeah, he does. And that's why I would never put that shit out. But you see how easy it is? Like, I'm sorry, Claressa. Dudes can end you whenever they want. Them male boxers, I'm talking about a journeyman. One of the worst journeymen can end you whenever he wants. And so it's the idea that you believe this. You've been so delusional because you felt like you had success because these men have taken it easy on you. In sparring, in her brain, she believes like they were going hard at her. That's craziness. But she believes this. And that's why she keeps putting this stuff out here that she can beat all these dudes. No, you're not on the level of Shakur Stevenson. I'm sorry, Claressa Shields, you would be the worst boxer. If you were fighting against men, you would be the worst. You wouldn't even rank. So I mean, this is the reality. You don't have enough power to barely hurt women. What the hell? Dude's gonna walk right through you and KO you immediately. I just look. You maybe you're telling the truth, and I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Because a lot of haters like to crap on you for they were hating on you when you were bragging about beating up on women. But I agree. I'm annoyed by you talking about you can beat dudes when you can't. You can't. I'm sorry. But yeah, you could be telling the truth about this, and I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt on that. And I hopefully you can go get to old boy that you were saying that, and I could vouch for you. Because at that point, if he vouches for you, I don't want to hear anything else you got to say. But I'm telling you, she's not helping her case by talking about she can beat up all these male boxers. Dudes, they ain't trying to hear nothing else after that. And now people are like, just everybody just putting their earmuffs on, ignoring everything else she's saying because she's talking about she's gonna go out and knock Rolly out or outclass Rolly.
And
we're gonna punch right through your gloves. He gonna punch through your gloves, Claressa.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to keep the focus on this dude cheating. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, I want to know more about it. Because y'all know how I do with this glove shit, man. And you're right, Callie. She don't help her case by talking the way she do. But I'm trying to differentiate the two. We don't like how she's talking, but if that motherfucker went in there and was cheating, it's like, bro, why? Because she wasn't the only victim. There was a guy before that was saying, yo, he wasn't punching like that 2 days ago.
Hold on, Drew. What gym was that in that she was sparring in? Find out. Maybe you can reach out to somebody from that gym to get in contact with the guy who the fighter who can actually verify that she had that he had lowly padded or lightly padded gloves. I would try to find out what gym that's in.
Well, Marco reached out to her. Hopefully, they can have a conversation, and we'll see what happens. Damian Arnold in that super chat, my brother, salute. He says, "I'm a big fan of Claressa Shields. I cringe when she goes on these rants most times. The quote got big dick energy for real. Shaking my motherfucking head. Salute, man. Salute to you, good brother. Yeah, she do. She's very masculine. She's all woman, man. Remember she was on the scales and she was in her like bikini. I was like, holy cow. Woo! Did you see her pics for the Sports Illustrated? She was nude.
What? Nude? No.
Claressa fine to me.
Oh, she fine, boy.
What, naked?
Yo,
they didn't show it, right?
No, yeah, show her ass.
Where?
She got cuffed
immediately.
Woo! It got to be online somewhere. I was like, whoa. She got on boxing gloves. I think she was hitting the bag. And I said, she ain't got no fucking drawers on. I said, yo.
She's definitely attractive.
She got cake on her. For real, man.
Backyard banging like a...
Yeah, Claressa bad. She just got to chill on this shit, though. Like, chill. Just concentrate on...
You know what? At the same time, you got to do that shit. When you're in a boxing gym, that's how you are. And even though she's a woman, she's a boxer, so...
Tony competitive.
Tony said crazy. Tony said the dude didn't cheat. The coach of the guy was on Pro Boxer's YouTube channel yesterday and explains everything. Shields and her team declined to be on the show as well. She got sparked. It happens. Not a big deal. Okay, so now, Tony, could you do me a favor? Could you drop the link to that channel?
That's the one that Paulie Malignaggi and Chris Algieri and they're on that channel, Pro Box. They break down fights and stuff like that. They even have fights on that channel too.
Ain't George on that channel too? On that panel, I'm gonna call George today. I'm gonna see because George does a panel with them too. So the guy explains his side of the story. I'd like to hear it. I
wouldn't mind hearing this side, but I would like to hear that other person. If there's somebody else saying that he did have lightly padded gloves, then that kind of changes everything. Because of course he's going to say that he didn't do anything. But yeah, if I was Claressa, I would, and if that's true, I would try to I would be talking to everybody, trying to prove my point, not just come on social media and just get upset about it. And if you got KO, that happened.
All right, hold
a lot of people have been dropped and hurt in sparring. Go ahead.
Hold up. I don't give a fuck what she got to say about Rolly. Let me. Okay, this is the other guy's team.
disclaimer. We want to let you know that we did reach out and try to talk to Claressa Shields through her manager, Mark Taffet.
Okay. They said they did reach out to try and talk. Fair use, motherfuckers. Don't go flagging my shit. This is for educational purposes. Now, this is dudes.
Our request,
I guess.
Claressa Shields for this top stories. Now, Derek, back to you here. You mentioned that there was more video of the sparring session between Atamov and Shields. Do you plan on releasing it for lack of a better term, the court of public opinion, or are you saving that for something else that might be in the works legally?
I'm gonna save it for now.
Okay.
But I can guarantee you that if it was released, everybody would see what I'm talking about. Not only with the first video, but with the second. And it would actually make her look as ridiculous as her accusations are. And I only say that, here's the thing. I've always respected her as a fighter, as a champion that she is, and I still do. So this is not a question of trying to discredit her as a fighter, or even a question of trying to embarrass somebody because they got dropped. This happens to fighters all the time. I'm only here because she is maliciously taking intent to try to defame me. And this young man, I feel I had to stand up for him too. So that's...
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The part that I didn't play was Claressa got so pissed off that this dude cheated, she went to her car and got a shank.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got a shank, and she really was gonna go in and juke dude up. Now, she didn't do that against the guy that she said dropped her before, whoever it was, whether it's a male or female. But she did it to him. And let me put back up this tweet. This is what she said. She said, but for a male fighter to literally take the padding out his gloves, he's a punk. Him and Coach Derek Santos are bad for the sport. This is what she said. This is what she said. Now, look, I'm just hearing the story. Now, this is breaking news. I don't even know who this man is, to be honest with you. But this is Derek Santos right here. This was the guy involved. He's speaking up for himself, and he's speaking up for the Russian. Now, Claressa's saying that she felt the gloves. She's saying that the Russian dude sparred a guy before her, and the guy was like, yo, he wasn't hitting like that. What's going on? So, I'm just trying to find some ground here. I don't know what's going on.
That's the point of me being here. After the sparring, we were all in close proximity talking, and she was frustrated because she got dropped. And she's like, oh, I've never been dropped. And she said, let me see the gloves, right?
Okay, so that part is true.
Now, mind you, there's videos out there where she's saying that I hid the gloves in a bag.
Wait, she didn't...
Videos where she's saying...
Say again?
She said that she went up to him, tried to act like she's dapping him up and giving respect. He's saying that she goes, let me see those gloves. Those are two different stories right there.
This is very different.
Yeah, she said like she played it off, like respect, good sparring. He said that she was off the jumping, like, let me see the gloves. So, just saying.
Yeah. Yeah,
that shit gives credence. That shit gives credence to what to her at least complaining about the padding. So she said, "Let me feel the padding." That to me, that's damn near verified. The fact that he said that, I'm sorry, I believe her now.
Yeah,
the fact that he said because it's not like she said everything she's saying is true. That sounds credible.
Foreign, you could be frustrated. That's fine.
You're right.
But he just clarified.
Let me feel the pattern.
Gloves. Now, all right, let me see what else he says. Fair use.
And that she grabbed him by the hand and walked him over to John David, and they saw that it was cheating. but then supposedly he then sparred Harold Calderon after. Like, if I caught a fighter cheating, I would never let him spar my other fighter.
Wait a minute. Didn't she say that dude sparred first? Did she say that? Yeah, she had to, because dude said that he wasn't hitting like that 2 days ago, or whatever the fuck it was.
All I know to me is she sounded more. The more he talked, the more credible she sound. That's what it sounded like to me.
Pause. Mr. Wang, would you like a link so you can turn your camera on and you want to have this conversation with me? Respectfully?
That's probably some other British hater or something like that.
I don't know.
Or some other racist. Who knows?
I don't know.
Well, you never know though. We won't know
know.
unless he come on. You should give him a time limit. If he don't come on, block him.
Yeah, just tell me you want a link. I'll drop the link and we can have this conversation if you want to do this, because that's the purpose of me doing this show. The demographic? What demographic? Because all I seen you name was 4 Americans. Whatever do you mean?
He said the demographic. Who does that sound like?
Yeah. What demographic?
You know what that sound like, right?
I'm talking about 4 Americans. 4 Americans. That's what I see. What demographic are you talking about? What demographic are you talking about? Dr. Wang? Are you really a doctor, or are you just bullshitting me? Is that really a picture? Or are you just bullshitting me?
I mean, talking about Tyson Fury. There were white British fighters complaining about Tyson Fury's gloves before Deontay Wilder. Just to let you know.
No, yeah. I want to
I would give this dude a time limit about to come on, man. If you don't want to come on, go hang in the chat room.
Around since April of last year. So I'm gonna assume your real channel. If you would like a link, here are my rules. You come on, you turn your camera on, and we can have a conversation. We're not gonna run from this. We're not gonna run from this. I'll explain it to you. I ain't gotta scream or curse at you. The demographic. You mentioned Fulton, and I noticed that you're Asian. You mentioned Fulton, and I noticed that you're Asian. You mentioned Fulton, and I noticed that you're Asian. You mentioned Fulton, and I noticed that you're Asian. Guess what? I have an Asian friend by the name of Nonito Donaire that also complained about Inui's gloves. Why don't you put his name there? Is he not the demographic, or what would he what are you talking about?
Yeah, he's a fellow American, fellow Bay Area resident like myself.
Yeah.
I mean, not just from the Bay Area, but from the East Bay, same county, border city, like San Leandro, Oakland. Just saying.
I don't speak egg foo young, Dr. Wang. Is that a yes or a no? The fuck was that? So if you came here to waste time, you're about to get the death of 1,000 wrenches. You have 60 seconds to agree to come onto this panel and turn your camera on so we can have a conversation. If not, you already know what's going to happen to you.
Yeah, and you gotta turn your camera on the back too.
You gotta turn your
before
camera
you
on.
even get brought on stage.
You got 30 seconds, dude. You got 30 seconds. This link is for Mr. Mont. It's only for Mr. Mont. Todd French, salute in that super chat. He said, laugh out loudly. He might be upset because they let Kenny Sue mix up the affirmative action for Asians. How is that elite school going for you? Hashtag lightweight. Oh my God. Oh my God. My God. Anyway, fair use. So far, the stories are matching, but he's putting a different spin on it.
Fighter, not at that moment, doesn't make any sense. So her story doesn't make any sense whatsoever. The gloves were ringside, on the other side of the ring. I said to John, go ahead, get the gloves on the other side of the ring. He did. He looked at them. He saw that they were marked 16 ounce. I believe he also said that it wasn't the gloves. It was just, your head was up in the air. I would never do that, much less to him, who was a mentor and a person I worked with for many years, and I had many wonderful experiences with. So, all of this is ridiculous. But I'm going to take it seriously. I have, like I said, I have screenshots of her. Wait till, we see you and all that. There's been unfortunate events that happened in the past with her career too, or around her career involved.
Okay, here's what he's trying to do. Yeah, 88, you know what? I'm starting not to believe him. Because you know what he did? You know what he just did? You know what he just did? I don't know if y'all picked it up. Here's what he just did. He's talking about, I know exactly where he was going, and I was waiting for him to do this. Here's why I don't believe him now. He mentioned the 16-ounce gloves. All right. As a reason why she got knocked on her ass. But you know what he just brought up? Do you remember what happened at her weigh-in? Where there was an assault? Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember the weigh-in where there was a melee happened and it had something to do with her team? Y'all remember that, Marco? You remember that?
I remember that. Yeah, with her brother. Yeah.
With her brother. Her brother had got locked up. Somebody got stabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why the fuck is he bringing that up? He's trying to paint her as some sort of super thug. Now,
yeah, of course. That's what it is.
Her case, her having big dick energy and all this other stuff, that's true. Her having a lot of masculine energy, that's true. But now he's trying to add something on as to say, well, this is typical her. But she also said she was dropped in the past by a man. And she didn't. No,
but you know what? I believe that when he started basically matching up the stories from the get-go, I'm like, okay, she's telling the truth.
Yeah,
I didn't even need him to go there. I already believed her. Once he started confirming the fact that she checked them gloves.
Listen,
once he confirmed that, I said, I believe her.
Now listen. There's something that I noticed, but this is just me noticing it. All right, but I'm looking at my brother IROC. He noticed it too. My brother says his eyes are floating all over the place. He's trying way too damn hard to remember, make up his story as he goes. A straight cap. I noticed that. That's the first thing I did. I looked at his face. He's looking everywhere. If something happened to me and it's factual, I'm looking you square in the eye. I'm looking at the camera like, yo, this, and this. This dude's looking all around or whatever. He knew what he was coming on the show for. He could have wrote down his bullet points. He didn't do that. He's looking all around. I don't like his energy. I don't. Sug cock limon. Get off my sug cock. Wrenches. Get limon off my cock. These niggas come here every day to get some. Get the fuck out of here. I'm the biggest hater on YouTube. Get my views up while you're at it. Nigga just made his channel 3 days ago. Get off my cock. That's what you do. But I appreciate the views.
No, tell him to bring his mama over there.
Hey,
I'll bang her and touch her heart from behind.
Let me get in there real quick, Drew.
Go ahead, Mr. Mark.
Yeah. First off, I'm a huge Claressa Shields fan. I think she's the best female boxer alive ever, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But the reason I'm being kind of hard on her with this situation is because I think she's putting herself in a real bad position. And I'm gonna give y'all a quick story. You know, and because I'm a firm believer and you know, I'm not a misogynist or nothing like that, but I'm a firm believer that, you know, sometimes a woman don't know her place. And like I said, I'm not a misogynist. I got 2 daughters.
No, I feel you, brother. I feel you.
I got 2 granddaughters. But you know, I think she's playing a very dangerous game. But anyway, you know, I got this friend of mine, and he was telling me, and this had nothing to do with boxing, that his dad and his dad's girlfriend was in a club one night. And you know, them old Mississippi clubs down in Mississippi where, you know, you got these families where the women are just as big as the men, big burly women. And anyway, him and his old lady was in the club, and he was shooting pool, and his lady was standing by, and this family, one of the brothers, kept coming up to his girlfriend, you know, trying to hit on it. He told him, man, leave her alone. She with me, you know, she don't want to be bothered about you. And he kept telling me. And the guy just kept coming back. And finally, he went off and he jumped on the guy. But the guy's brothers and sisters were in that club. They jumped on him and ran him up out of there. Sisters just as big as the brothers. But anyway, this was a Saturday night. Well, that next day, he wouldn't let that shit go. So he went and got his brother, got the shotgun, and they rode around. And you know, on Sundays, you know how down south, you have families that, you know, they'll sit under the tree, drink, you know, just hang out. Well, he rode around until he caught that family up under the tree. And him and his brother jumped out of the truck. And his brother held the shotgun on that family. And he plucked them out one by one, men and women. And every time, in like 2 or 3 sisters, when he got to each one of those sisters, he told them, I'm gonna show you a woman's place. And he beat them just like they were men. Now, it's men out there that don't give a shit that Claressa Shields is a woman. And some of the men are in those boxing gyms. And she gonna mess around and she gonna run into one of those men. I don't want to see Claressa Shields get hurt, but she needs to know that there's a staunch difference between men and women. I've heard so many stories, and I've read on Twitter and all these places where everybody's saying that they tell, whenever they spar Claressa Shields, they tell these men to go easy on her. She told
I believe that.
Yeah,
I believe that.
She told us out of her own mouth that when she sparred Earl Spence, she hit his gloves when he was in the high guard, and they didn't move.
Bro, do y'all believe that Errol Spence went hard with Claressa in sparring?
Hell no. Hell no.
Man, no.
Like 40% maybe, or less than that. And shout out to my homie Knockmeezy. Shout out to my homie Knockmeezy in the chat room, you know, from Brooklyn. You know, shout out to my boy, my homie.
That's your man?
That's my boy right there. Yeah, Knockmeezy. Okay. Yeah.
And just
52
imagine,
blocks. You know, rock with Light Burley.
Just imagine if Rolly gets Claressa Shields cornered or something. You think she could clinch him?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
No matter how much a better boxer she is than he is. Rolly, all he got, because one thing about it, Tank will tell you, all them guys will tell you, he cock strong.
He's strong. Yeah, he gonna punch right through her guard, bro, and knock her out.
Through her guard, right through her. So she needs to be real careful. Because, like I said, there's a lot of men out there, and I guarantee you, you know, this guy on him doing this damage control. But I'm willing to bet you that Russian don't give a fuck what we think.
No, he would knock her out without that lightly padded glove.
He don't give a fuck that we.
Now, can I say this? Can I say this? If Margarito got to the ring with Shane Mosley and no one checked Margarito's gloves, Y'all do realize it wouldn't have mattered that night because Margarito couldn't touch Shane that night.
No, he would have got his ass whooped anyway.
He'd have got his ass whooped anyway. He didn't land one punch on Shane. No, not one meaningful one. But he got caught, right? In this instance, when even if I believe she was angry, but we saw her get dropped. Now, if the gloves were fucked up, okay. But she got caught in an exchange.
That was a quick left hook, and he dropped her ass quick.
She got caught in an exchange. That happened. Now, if he cheated or not, it's still up in the air. Now, how she went off, again,
it was a good punch.
It was a damn good punch, and she got dropped.
Yep.
Now, again, what I'm stuck on is the cheating, and she ran down car and got a knife. For her to go off like that, that makes me believe, like, yo, she understands this boxing. I know she ain't trying to stab these brothers over her getting dropped in sparring. There had to be something else there. Right. And his story, what he just told, is kind of matching up with hers.
Yeah, I agree.
Could the gloves be tainted? So we having two different conversations. Where I believe she need to slow down with all the dick energy and saying that she's gonna she'll beat up men. Put that aside. We're talking about the glove cheating shit, because that's my focus.
You know what I'm saying? You heard him saying that, Drew. If she hadn't had all this I can beat up men discussion, she would have all attention on her, because people would be looking at them sideways. You know what I mean? Like, okay, this is what you do. This is what you do. But then again, maybe that footage. I think part of that footage was also to try to shut her up and try to humiliate her, because she's been talking about how she can beat up male boxers. I think that was released like that.
And listen, what she said when it
maybe get attention on the fighter too.
Men don't respect women anyway. It showed, because he knocked her on her ass.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? I think they're trying to use that to try to garner so much. But I said, bro, I don't know how that can give you good attention. The fact you dropped a woman, bro, that looks horrific.
By the way, not one time did anybody on this panel mention anything about race. We didn't even go there. Nope. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. What I did say is, when the chump came in my chat, I said, I like how y'all taking, if you're MAGA, I like how y'all taking the Russian over the American. Dr. Wang, Dr. Dick in here, came up in here and said, why is the demographic only complaining about gloves? Really good, really good. And then we got John Smith, get my views up, man. This is monthly shit. If I told y'all what I'm making so far this month, you'd be like, huh? So John Smith, he makes another account, comes in here. Steroid abuser, Drew Titan.
That's his account?
I don't know.
I would just say this about this guy, John Smith. Like, bro, like, I mean, I know you guys who troll. I don't understand. Like, is that a full-time job to just troll?
I hope he's getting money for this.
I don't get it, bro.
I hope you're getting money for this, because I am. The 22nd of every month is beautiful.
No, he's probably a welfare recipient, bro. It's the first of the month. Wake up.
I got a question for Marco.
What's up?
Go ahead.
Marco, you used to box. Now, if the padding was removed from a glove, would she not notice that before she gets caught with a big shot?
Yeah. For the most part, yeah, because you're in clinches. There's a lot more clinching in sparring. Just feeling the glove hits you on the shoulder or whatever, you'll feel something's off.
Marco, you should ask her, what round was that? Was that the first round they were sparring? How many clinches were there? Does she remember? I've never been in there with anyone that's cheated with me, to my knowledge. I don't know, but if you're in the gym, you're not in a live fight, and you're getting hit with shit, and it's like, this didn't feel like this 2 days ago. At what point do you say, hold on, time out? What the fuck's wrong with your gloves?
Well, I mean, like, I never been in with somebody with gloves, but I've been in with dudes who, like, I remember one dude fucking hit me on the back of the head with an elbow, pushed my head down and did it, and then I was like, what the fuck you doing? He tried to, that was a punch. He tried to lie, and I'm like, I know what a punch feels like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, and this dude was scared. Like in the beginning, he was like, "Yo, let's go light, let's go light." And then as soon as the bell rang, he started trying to take my head off because he was scared. So when I started touching him up, he kind of threw like a little elbow and pushed my head down, but then tried to pussy shit. You know, let's go light, let's go light. And then no, I didn't do that. That was a punch. So, but the point is, you feel it. You feel a difference instantly when it's anything out of the ordinary. If it's gloves being less padded. I mean, look, sparring gloves are anywhere from 16 to 20 ounces. And by the way, and this could be a separate show, I think smaller gloves are less concussive than bigger gloves. Sparring gloves, while they provide more padding and they maybe block better, they cover more distance with blocking, those shits are, it's simple physics. If a 20-pound rock hits you, it's going to hurt more than a 10-pound rock. So you feel it right away.
Salute to Knock Measy in that super chat. Much love. He said salute to the panel. Salute to Drew. Salute, good brother.
No, Drew. Hey, Drew. Remember when I was talking about doing that show that time about Bed-Stuy? Not Bed-Stuy, but Bensonhurst. Knock was supposed to be on the panel that time. It was supposed to be you, me, and Knock. We were supposed to do that show on Bensonhurst that time.
Hey, read that. Watch this. I love saying this. Joyful Leopard Seal. Listen to me very carefully. I'm not your father, but your mother's right. Guy. Your mother's right. I'm not your daddy, but your mother's right. I'm 6'2", legitimately. I'm 6'2". Marco could tell you. All right, but what he can't tell you, because he shouldn't be able to tell you this, I'm 6'2". I have a 6-pack, and I have a 9-inch dick. Your mother's right about that.
I definitely can't agree and confirm the second part.
Right.
Oh, no.
I'm definitely that. But what I'm not is your father. All right. I fucked the shit out of her in 98. Oh, but I'm not your daddy. I wore a condom and I still pulled out. Because I don't trust hoes. I wore a condom and I still pulled out. I fucked the shit out your moms. But I wore a condom and I still pulled out. You know, I had to check to see if she was real because she kept wanting it in her butt. And you know, when these chicks say, "Oh, no, I want anal." No. What's going on with you? What's going on? But she was just getting over her cycle. I'm not your father. But get my views up. Wrenches, y'all got a lot of work today. D-Free, what's good?
What's good? Hey, I'm listening to the cook, and the thing is, I mean, I love Claressa. She's probably the greatest female boxer of all times, if not the greatest, one of the greatest. The thing is, the shot that she took, it would have dropped her. It probably would have dropped her anyway. Now the thing that makes it worse is if the guy really cheated, because if he really did it, I mean, it tells what kind of guy he is that he has to cheat to beat a woman. But the thing is, I heard you ask the question, what round was it? In the interview, if you listen to it, she said it was the third round, and they sparred one more round after that. So it was the third round when she actually got dropped in that sparring match.
So it was the third round.
Yeah.
I find it difficult. I find it difficult to understand 3 rounds and you don't realize that the gloves are tainted. It's kind of bugged out, man. Salute to my brother Xavier. He said Marco is like, I can't confirm the second part. Oh man, Young Abel, man. Salute, man. What you got?
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? You know, I've been hearing this entire conversation from the very beginning, and the thing that I have a problem with Claressa here is that when she tries to speak her story, to me, it just comes across as like you're trying to be a tough personality type of, persona as you're trying to tell your story. If you were to win more of a calmful perspective and then tell the point of your story about what happened, then we would have believed it. Now, after watching that interview that we just saw, I'm starting to believe her. But again, the way that she, portrays herself is just, it lends a lot of doubt to it. Because the thing is, here's the point. I do believe that she got the gloves were kind of tainted in the sparring. I do believe that. However, the way that I look at Claressa here is that, listen, you're a woman and you're sparring against a actual male boxer. What do you think is going to happen? You think that they're just going to they're going to try to take your head off? They're taking it lightly, so that way you won't be able to get hurt, that you'll be able to walk. Listen, I'm just tired of, these, masculine women, especially in sports. We're seeing that a lot in sports where they think that they can go in there and stand up against an actual dude. And we've seen time and time again that when an actual male athlete faces against another woman athlete, the results are going to be the same. You can't beat evolution. You can't beat physics. That just is what it is. And I see that a lot in the NBA too. And I'm sitting here just listening to these WNBA players thinking like, y'all cannot beat LeBron James. You can't beat Kevin Durant. You can't beat Steph Curry in a one-on-one game. They're just physically stronger than you. That's it. That's how I took it.
True. Let me play this real quick for y'all. Y'all remember Lucille Riker?
Yeah.
Yeah, she fought a man.
She was badass. And this is what happened.
Two round.
This is Lucille Riker. Look.
Oh, this is not boxing. This is
Thai boxing. And she was in it for a second.
Yo, she's throwing punches like a dope. Whoa.
And there it goes.
There you go. Exactly.
As soon as he landed.
As soon as he landed. And
yeah,
man, that's what that is, man. Tony, what's good, Tony?
What's going on? Yeah, Lucille Riker, in my opinion, is the greatest female fighter ever. Undefeated in kickboxing champion, undefeated in boxing champion, and if MMA would have been around, she would have been undefeated in that as well. She had the punch force, man. She could generate 800 psi per punch, so she could knock. The dude that just knocked her out, it went 2 rounds. She was so good they let her fight a man because she wanted it. That's how good she was, how dominant she was. And that dude was shit. He had already had like several losses, and it only went 2 rounds. She did really good the first round, but once he caught her, it was over.
Right.
I look at it like this. I find it hard to believe that the padding was removed if it went 3 rounds. I find it very hard to believe that it went that long. Mm-hmm. And on top of it, if you're hitting somebody with bare knuckle, it's going to leave bruises very quickly. Like on your shoulders, forearms, biceps, elbows, because you're going to be blocking with those. It's going to be left on your stomach. There's going to be actual damage inflicted on you, even by a soft puncher.
That's awesome.
Because it's bone to bone or bone to skin. Like, you're going to mark up. I didn't see any marks on her, but I mean, it's hard to see from that vantage point. But I don't know. I just think it's sparring. She got caught. She went down. She's trying to save face, in my opinion. And if he cheated, then it's a good thing he's out of fucking boxing, because she said he's never boxed again. So I'm happy that he's gone forever. I don't condone cheating at all, but I just, at the end of the day, it's different. Like, women do not have the upper body strength of men. They have strong legs, but from the waist up, where you do probably 70% of your generation of force when it comes to a punch, it's just not the same. It's not the same.
Hold on, Boxiano, you can't come in? Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 6.
Hey, Drew, let me say this real quick. I mean, I don't think that he had. Well, I'm not gonna say what I think, but there's a possibility that he could have had gloves that was worn. They was already worn out, and that's probably the reason why they felt the way they felt.
That's what I thought. That's what I had thought. Yo, Boxiano want to come in. Somebody want to volunteer to talk out? Knockmeezy, hang out, Knockmeezy.
Hey, I'll drop out and let Boxiano take my spot. But thanks for the love, man.
Salute,
yeah,
brother.
let Boxiano jump in.
Okay. All right, Boxiano, come on in. Knockmeezy, what's good, brother?
I'm good, brother. How you doing? Salute to you. Salute to the channel, the chat, and everybody. Salute to Cali. Yo, so check this out. First of all, how you dealt with them trolls is exactly how I used to deal with them when I used to stream. You know what I'm saying? This shit made me say, I gotta click the link. You know what I'm saying? I take no punches at all shots or returns and all of that. So I'm based in the Netherlands right now, right? I'm a kickboxing and Muay Thai trainer. I just left Thailand like maybe a month ago. Excellent. So I understand the mentality of a Lucia Riker and a lot of female strikers, MMA and kickboxing strikers out here. When I stepped into a gym called Mike's Gym, it's where Badr Hari trains. He's like one of the biggest coaches out here in Holland. His African boxing coach said, "Yo, you're American. I'm telling you, these dudes is gonna try to knock you out." Once I techniqued these dudes up, they would chill, but the only one that went hard was a little Dutch girl with blonde hair and blue eyes. She was trying to knock me out, and I was caught off guard, like, what is this? But if you go that hard with me, you're not going to spar, then hide behind your vagina. So I lit her up with low kicks. You know what I'm saying? Lit her up crazy. Went to another gym, another female. She was bad. She was from Cape Verde, trying to, go extra hard. I ain't no doubt. So I'm going to blast your legs with low kicks. I'm not going to go so hard with the punches to the face because that look crazy because I'm a man at the end of the day. But, once you step in the gym and the sparring, and look, let me tell you, when it's a star fighter in the gym, you're going to get instructions from their trainer. Like, yo, he just got stitches. Go easy on the face, go hard on the body. They'll let you know what the injuries that you have to stay away from. So I 100% believe that these men are getting instructions, whether it's to go easy or whether it's to work on technique, just move. But she's coming in there with that big dick energy, trying to knock dudes out. And if you listen to a lot of her talking points, and I'm gonna land in like 20 seconds, excuse me, it's like, yo, these men this and these men that. That's why I said in the chat, I'm like, yo, I'll spar on MMA, and I'm not gonna hold back. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna light a body up. I would light a body up, but as a man, I have an issue with going hard to a woman's face. You see what I'm saying? Lastly, I sparred dudes with gloves that had no padding in it. You know what I'm saying? And the trick that we used to do in the gym is someone's going extra hard. You know what I'm saying? If you're using an inactive high guard, then you just give him your forehead. Boom. Let him put his knuckles on your forehead. He'll chill out. You know what I'm saying? Make him break his knuckles. But I've fought or boxed people who've had tampered gloves, and you realize it in the first round. As soon as you get touched, you know that something's wrong. Now, did they take the padding out? Are they using gloves that's been worked? I don't know. But what I do know is that big dick energy that she got needs to be checked. And if her trainers love her, if her trainers respect her, they'll pull her to the side and say, look, this is what it is. But because they get in the bag, I think they're going to keep their mouth shut.
Oh, man. Bro, this is such an in-depth conversation, man. Let me go. Okay. I'm going to give our sister Boxiana the floor. Sister, go ahead. Let's get it.
Let the church say amen. How
Amen.
y'all doing today? Good morning.
Good morning.
Very much to say that me and my friend probably will not be able to touch on Queens of the Ring because we try to keep our stuff a little bit together over there, and some stuff that we will not talk about. She got everything that she's been asking for. And at first I was like, I should believe her because she a lady and she is a girl and we should stick together. Then I got to thinking, for the better half for over a year, she then said she would knock Keith Thurman out.
Yeah,
she would beat many of asses. Matter of fact, not just beat their ass, knock them out. Really specific with her words. If you talk, like, I can't talk a lot of trash to you men, and I'm not saying you men, these men, without some type of feeling coming back towards me. That's why I argue with these guys alike. Similar situation to this situation in the gym. I do not believe that any of the padding was removed. I think that she was talking shit and she got caught. And instead of her getting up, acting like she can still contend with these men that she says she can beat up, she cannot contend with man's strength. I'm a woman. Tay a woman. Coach Amber a woman. We can say all day, hey, I can beat your ass. But can I really? Because y'all have a different level of man strength than me and my good sisters are able to possess. We could get you and maybe get you off guard and hurt you a little bit, but we would never have the physical strength to hurt a man. So for her to be calling for these fights for these men who she says she would beat, it went from Keith Thurman, now it's Rolly, and Rolly was defending her.
I
She
think it. I
passionately-
think you're right. I think it kind of came out wrong.
It absolutely 100% did. But my thing is, if you're going to talk that amount of crap to a man, be sure you're able to handle what he's finna give back to you. Because if you put yourself in a man place, guess what? You're gonna get treated like a man 100% of the time. And that's what happened to her. She found herself in a situation where she was on a man's level and they treated her like a man. You don't have the things that you think you possess. These guys are, they, like somebody, I don't know who just said it. I think it might have been Tony. These guys are being told to take it easy on her in the gym.
I believe
So
that.
if they're telling you, hey, you know, don't hit her that hard, in her mind, she's thinking, I can beat you. I'm stronger than you. Not knowing that these men are not giving her all they could give her. They really could give her more, probably knock her jaw loose, but that's what she asking for.
Listen,
And she's gonna go ahead. I'm sorry.
Listen,
Mm-hmm.
is it possible she got, and I'm just asking, because again, in all fairness, I wasn't there. I don't know. I want to believe this. See, this isn't I'm in tune with all of y'all. Y'all know I'm just concerned about the cheating shit. I'm sensitive with that.
Exactly.
Do we think that this guy cheated?
No. And I do have a question for you guys, okay? So with cheating, we all have come across the padding being removed from the glove. We have all seen some form of cheating. When it comes down to cheating in the gym, Coach Amber is a trainer.
Mm-hmm.
Are you or are you not banned from that facility for cheating?
Yeah, you should be.
That man still is able to go to that gym and spar to this day. That the gym did not ban him. Not to mention,
Really?
the coaches are starting to speak out at this point, and it was said more than once that her coach told her that you had your chin up in the air too high and you got caught.
And that's what happened, though. It was an even exchange, and she got the worst end of it.
Her ass got embarrassed. That's why she said the shit that she said. Okay, she got fucking embarrassed. All right. Listen, do y'all remember what happened to Frida the Cheetah, Lucille Riker, and Valiant Fox? Do y'all remember that in MMA?
Fallon Fox is a dude.
She's a dude, okay, and she was competing, and I mean, come on, you guys have testosterone. There is no way we can beat you. No way.
There it is, right there.
I mean, you know, I speak MMA. You know, MMA is a bone-on-bone sport. Imagine getting kicked in the face by a guy, being choked out by a guy. There's no way. She's saying all that shit because she was embarrassed.
I mean, so much to the point where she ran to the car and got the poker, and she was gonna stab niggas.
Seriously? Now you're really asking for it.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt, General. We're about to get out your way in like 5 minutes. We're gonna get out your way in 5 minutes. Salute to the General. Salute to the General. We're gonna get out your way in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you ever see those females?
Wait, hold on. My bastard kid is asking me, am I homosexual? No, I'm actually a lesbian. I love pussy. I'm actually a lesbian. Get my views up.
Wow.
So I can give some anecdotal. I can give anecdotal.
I believe her. I'm gonna be the one to go the.
Go ahead, focus ball. Go ahead.
Hey, salute everybody. So here's my deal, right? I'm not calling the sister a liar. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not calling no sister no liar. Right?
Oh shit, he's breaking up.
Well, he got sparring footage of the first sparring match. We could just get the first
start all the way over. No, we didn't hear nothing.
He lagging.
Wait, start over, brother. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead.
You driving, bro?
Yeah, I'm driving. Fun fact.
You're hitting. Yeah, I know what he's hitting. Cell tower to cell tower.
So that dude who dropped her, he's actually, I'm passing through his neighborhood right now. He moved to Delray. But here's my thing. Release the other sparring footage. Let's see, because she said she beat him up before. So if she's a liar, then when we see the other sparring footage, she should have been getting that work because this wasn't the first time they sparred. So if they sparred the first time and he got that work, which we can see if they release the footage.
So Derek Santos says he got the other footage.
Believe her or not. And if you don't
And they
believe her,
held on to that footage and intentionally didn't release that footage for a reason. He said that.
Yeah, because he's about to take her to court for defamation. You already know that's coming.
Oh, I was about to say this
now,
sounds
y'all
like it's
know
gonna
when men spar us, you know, they don't use full force.
Yeah, let me say this real fast because I used to box. Anecdotal information. I got somebody in my house right now that could confirm this to be a true story. So I used to get paid to spar with this girl who was an Olympian. I'm not going to throw out no names. This was in Alabama. She used to come down. She won silver gloves and golden gloves. I used to spar with her all the time, get paid to do it. Go to her gym all the time when she came down to Alabama. And I sparred with her numerous times, and numerous times she always got the better of me because I let her. She thought she was doing something, but I always let her get the better of me.
That's what sparring's for, though.
Yeah. That's how it is. You work with them. But one day I was having a really bad day, and I used to, like I said, I got somebody here that can confirm this. I used to say all the time, I hate spar with this girl. I fucking hate spar with her because I'm working with her and she's trying to knock me out. Every time I got into the fucking ring, she tried to knock me out, and that's just what it was. And I knew I couldn't do nothing. So I told her one time, I was like, I'm not having a good day. Don't hit me in my face. We're going to spar. She hit me in my face. I told her one more time, don't hit me in my motherfucking face. I'm having a bad day. Don't do it again. She hit me in my face. I leaned back, hit her with a straight right in the face, slipped, made her sleep on the canvas, and I broke her nose. And then they told me not to come back to the gym anymore. On one punch. Just on one punch. And this is after I had sparred with her several times, and she got the better of me several times. It only took me to rear back one time, and it was over.
Oh my God!
Did you hit her full force?
Yes, I did, sir.
Oh, well, of course.
And in hitting a woman, any man, like, and I'm not saying any of y'all hit women, but you didn't have to grab a woman up one time, and it didn't take you much to like keep her under restraint. Like, we need to stop acting like men are 500 times stronger than women. That shit is crazy.
This nigga laid her the fuck out.
Yo, he said the nigga boss. He said, "Yes, I did, sir." He knocked the shit out of me.
Sound like he was in a court of law. Yes, I did, sir.
I guess my question is, does it really make any difference how the sparring went days before? I mean, she just got caught. Just that simple.
Right, and that's 100% true. Like I have been, bro. In all the rounds that I put in sparring, I never lost one amateur fight. Only had 2 amateur fights that I didn't win by knockout. Flew through it, but I had days in the gym where we would do like round robins to where I've already been in for 8 rounds. Now I'm facing a 9th person, a 9th round who's fucking fresh, and they put me on my ass. Like, that shit happens in sparring. It doesn't fucking matter. It's sparring.
Well, she's talking like she gonna go lay Rolly out. I'm sorry, but Rolly will put her out within the first, I don't know, less than a minute, like 20, 25 seconds of the first round. If he decided he really wanted to knock her out, he can knock her out whenever he wants to.
Oh, shit.
And we're talking about Rolly.
Oh, my God. I'm done. I'm done for today. He said, yes, I did, sir. He knocked the shit out that bitch. Why am I laughing? Oh, God damn. Please stop. Oh, I'm going straight to hell. I'm
funny,
good.
bro.
No, but this is it's reality, bro. It's reality. Shit. She thought she can hang with dude, and he just let her know. Woke her game right up. It's just, I mean, it's this is why Claressa needs to have her way. She needs to get a wake up call before somebody go in there and do that to her.
But you gotta shut up. I understand it from her point of view. You got to understand, she is by far the #1 female, the most dominant female, and potentially the best female boxer ever. So when you're used to being the best and you're sparring with people who you think are going 100%, but they're really not, you get a big head. You think you're better than what you are.
Yeah, the key word you said in that, you know what key word you said? Female.
Did y'all know?
Female.
Did y'all know Christy Martin was suffering from domestic violence the whole time she was boxing? her husband / trainer was whooping her ass. I saw a documentary on her. He actually almost killed her. Y'all know that? And she was knocking bitches left. She was knocking bitches sideways. And he was whooping her ass. And she gay now or something, you know. But salute to her. I'm glad she alive, man. But that's a true story.
Unfortunately, Claressa is just not content with being the best female, and I just don't want to see her put herself in a position where some man forgets that she's a woman. And like I said, people are not raised the same. And
you're right.
You know, you never know what's gonna come out of a man.
No, she said she gonna ice. She said she would ice Keith Thurman. I'm like, are you kidding me? You can't be this delusional. But now she's talking about she can whip, but she gonna knock Rolly out. I'm like, you're not gonna knock Rolly out. Rolly will kill you. Literally, I'm talking about like Keith Thurman and Rolly can literally kill her, put her in the casket. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being serious. For real. They can hit her and kill her.
And salute the Boxiana, man. Salute. We got to wrap this up. General's coming on. We got to head over there. We're going to talk about these pay-per-view buys, man. And I agree with the OG Mr. Mon. I agree with everyone for the most part. I don't want to see her getting hurt. But we had these are two different conversations. You know, the man energy, you know, we don't like it. But I was really concerned about whether she was cheated. And I'm still up in the air with that. I want to see.
You know what, Doug? You know what, Drew? You're gonna have a hard time because you're trying to separate it, and you're trying to do the responsible thing. But she have riled up so many people emotionally. It's gonna be hard to get people to separate that. And people, there are now people. There were people who are looking forward to her sparring or having some celebrity match, getting knocked out by a man. That's a lot of folks want to see now.
And that's stupid. That's something that we should never condone, never push, that women fight men. That's just dumb because the outcome is already written, whether people want to admit to it or not. You already know what the outcome is going to be. Now, there are men that Shields could beat the shit out of. There are definitely men that she could get in that ring and beat the shit out of. But she ain't fucking with no elite fighter. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Not at all. Now, I'm not ready to call her a cheater. If this is going to become a legal thing, I'm just interested to see how far it goes, because it looks like they could sue her for defamation because she has no leg to stand on. Wear the gloves. She has to prove it, but they can sue her for defamation. If it's affected them financially in any way, shape, or form, they got a case. And if she can't back up anything she's saying, this is where it gets touchy. So, I just thought it was beneficial just to have this conversation, man. When she said she got so pissed, she ran out and got the knife. I said, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Have you heard most folks? Most people don't even believe her. I've been looking online. Most people have been trashing her.
Like I said,
I've hardly seen anybody on her side.
Of course they're trashing her. Listen, bro, if this was reversed, if a nigga did that shit, come on, son. If a white bitch was out here on some feminist shit, talking that shit, and a nigga laid her out, they'd hang that nigga, son. They'd hang him. I'm not.
Now you're not lying.
I'm not. I got to push back on you right there, bro. Because remember when Ronda Rousey was talking about she was gonna beat up dudes and shit. There was pushback against her talking about.
What he's saying is if the roles were reversed and this was any white fighter that got dropped by an African fighter, and it was alleged the African fighter was cheating.
Everybody's like, yeah, humble her. Yeah, humble her. Look, it's a black thing. I know that she does need to be humble. She needs to cut that shit out. I'm not fucking standing against a black woman. Bro, she looks just like my wife. My wife can deadlift like 400 pounds. She's a bodybuilder, bro. She's the same exact weight. I ain't standing against her. Just because she's like that, I'm not standing against her.
They're on some bullshit. It don't matter.
Yeah, I don't think this is race, man. This is. I think this is gender shit.
They on some bullshit. It don't matter if they're a man, woman, dog, cat. That's just what it is.
This look more like gender than race, bro. Talking about based off the shit I'm talking about.
If it's going to be hard for her to prove legally to defend, if they pursue legal action, it's going to be hard for her to defend, and her demeanor is not helping her case, even if she's telling the truth about the gloves. But when people saw the footage, it just looked like she got caught in an exchange and he got the better of her. And that's all it looked like. Now, the other thing that don't look good is it was 3 rounds in. 3 rounds. So round 1, 2, and it took you after the knockdown.
3 rounds. Yeah.
So look, y'all know how I feel about cheating in the sport. But the burden of proof falls on her because she's the one that made the allegations, man. And this is upsetting. It really is, man. It's very upsetting because I don't like it. But yo, we got to get out of the general's way. Yo, y'all go ahead and plug y'all channels, man. Focus Ball, let them know how they can find you.
Ready to take your striking game to the next level? Head on to focusballs.com.
My brother. Knock me easy, man. Good speaking to you, brother.
All right, thank you. Salute, Focus Ball. I hope you using that Focus Ball because me and you got to get that that rematch from Union Square. You heard?
You're ready.
I'm gonna knock your ass out. yo, Drew. To keep it 100, I touched him up back in the day, so he won his get back. But he'll get touched up again. I'm a Claressa Shields his ass. But salute, subscribe to my community.
Yo, salute, man. Salute. Cali, let them know.
Peace.
You know, you can find me at the Cali Enigma. You know what I'm saying on YouTube. I just started getting back active again because of all of the haters, you know what I'm saying, on my boy Dev. So, you know what I'm saying, I decided I was basically retired, man, but y'all motivated me to come out of retirement because I got to go deal with all you haters out there for Shakap Twitters and for Trackstar Stank Davis. You know what I'm saying? I gotta continue to come out and deal with you haters, man, because y'all mad at my boy Devin Haney from the Bay. You know, y'all don't want him. Y'all want to see. You don't want him to beat your boy ass. Tell your boy Tank stop hiding.
There it is, the OG Mr. Mont, my brother.
Yeah, y'all can find me on YouTube, the OG Mr. Mont, or you can find me on Instagram, the OG Mr. Mont, same name. I ain't made no videos in a while. I'm a creature of habit. I got out of the habit of making videos, but I'm gonna try my best to get back into it. But y'all can find me on YouTube and Instagram under the same name. Salute.
No diggity doubt, man. My brother Tony, what's good? Tony knocking bitches out. Tony, let them know they can find you.
My name is Tony's Reviews, aka Guess I Did, Sir. But nah, I ain't knocking nobody out. I just had a bad day, and somebody had a much worse day than me. But at the end of the day, if Shields was cheated, I hope Buddy gets everything he's deserved. If he didn't cheat, then fuck, she's in for a lot of fucking trouble coming up here pretty soon. But anyways, I don't have a channel. I'm only here to support Drew. Hit that thumbs up on y'all's way out. I'm out. Y'all have a good day.
No diggity doubt. And y'all see D Free's link in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to my brother D Free. You know what I mean? He's talking that boxing talk. And that's all we do here, man. Much love. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. Much love and appreciation to every last one of you. Pep talk tonight. Emily K. Williams is on her bullshit. And I'm going to call her out on it, man. So y'all tune in. And salute to the haters, man. Once again, I got a mortgage. I got a car note. You know, light, gas, all that. Thank you. Thanks to you, I ain't got to touch my $3,000 paycheck every 2 weeks. Y'all help me out a great deal. The general's on, bro. It's on deck. Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.